Hey you guys, it's Stefania with Divine Love Expressions coming in to give you all to share with you all a reading I did for myself and I know it will apply to others as well because when you share the experiences that you go through and the challenges that you go through, it can help other people that may be going through the same thing. So I had a dream last night about and this is also, I'm going to use this for the weekend tarot because I feel that um the message came up because of the energies that are around, the universal energies that are around, um especially with all these different shifts and stuff. I don't know if any of you keep up with different astrologers and other readers that keep up with astrology, but we have a lot of shifts going on. We have the full moon actually today, on the day that I'm recording, full moon in Aquarius. The full moon in Aquarius, if I'm not mistaken, highlights doing things differently. Doing things differently. Aquarius is an air sign, so it's all about our thoughts, the way we communicate, um, how we perceive situations, how we perceive life. Um, so in conjunct with doing things differently, so it's basically saying to like think on a different level, to speak on a different level, to act on a different level, just leveling up. It's crazy because that song that Sierra made is called Leveled Up, and that's exactly what everyone in their own way is going through with this shift. I believe, I feel like the different astrological events that happen are like boosters. Like say if life is the little Mario game, Super Mario game, right? Super Mario World. And in Super Mario World, he comes up to all these different things where he could make himself bigger or make himself faster or whatever. So that all these different astrological events that happen, full moons, the new moons, the eclipse, the Mercury retrogrades and all of that, is all to help us to become better human beings and better spiritual beings. With this Mercury retrograde that we are in now, I believe we're in it now, or we may be in the shadow phase. I'm not 100% sure, but I see on social media and stuff how everybody be saying, "Oh, we in a Mercury retrograde. Y'all better watch out. This gonna have your life going like this, like that, and everything." What Mercury is all about? Hold on. Mercury is all about bringing up past situations that need reevaluating. Everything comes up that if it's something that we didn't solve in the past, it's going to come up again for reevaluation. So we could go about doing it a different way, or go about thinking about the situation or perceiving the situation in a different way. So where's my pen? Um, and in the dream, I pulled some cards for it, and I got all swords, like only one cup card, but mostly swords. So it's all about communication, the way we perceive situations, um, and how to go about thinking about it in a different way. So the dream that I had was actually about my sister. And recently, I want to say about maybe 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, we fell out behind something that wasn't necessary to fall out behind. But, the old me, and this is how I've leveled up as a human being and as a spiritual person on a mental plane, because the old me would have been really bitter about it, the whole situation happening, but me now, it's like certain situations and certain people, you have a cycle with, like they have cycles with them, and that's because it's a soulmate. Soulmates can be anybody, your parents, your sisters, your siblings, friends, or whatever. But these people, they're in and out of your life, right? And most of the time, these particular people, um, they're in and out. But when they're in and out, it's always some type of drama that comes along with them. But at the same time, that drama could be a blessing. It's all about how you think about it. Because I remember reading something a little while ago that someone I follow on YouTube posted, and they were saying that, you know, everybody has good and bad in them. Every situation has a good and bad aspect of it. The world has good and bad in it. I mean, it's duality. It's a yin and yang. You're always going to have the good and the bad. When you have the good, it's going to be something bad tied to it. When you have bad, it's going to be something good tied to it. It's to keep that balance. You have good and bad within yourself, if that's how you perceive it. You don't have to perceive it as good and bad. You can perceive it as light and dark. You can perceive it as masculine and feminine, however you want to say it. But certain people, certain soulmates came in to teach us the lessons, and the lessons that they came to teach us may come uh with negative feelings, with hurtful feelings. So sometimes it takes, because you're not willingly letting go of certain situations or certain people on your own, sometimes they'll come with some type of drama, some type of chaotic type energy with them to push you to let go of it, because you're not letting go of it, or to highlight something within yourself that you're not seeing. So I pulled some cards for the dream, because it was crazy. I don't quite understand the whole thing, but I understand the message from it. In the dream, the only part that I remember is both of us had cars, and I don't know if she had gotten a new car or something, but it was me, her, and another person, and the other person was getting in the car with me, and she was feeling some type of way because that person was getting in the car with me and not with her or whatever. But the cards that I pulled, like I said, were mostly swords, and the way they're lined up is how I read them. Well, I read each individual card, but the way they lay, like I see from the pictures, I'm seeing a story being told. And basically what we're going through right now is trying to level up from feeling defeated. This is a Nine of Swords. This was the foundation card. And this is a person that's feeling defeated. They're feeling like there's no way up, like they can't get up from whatever, from these thoughts. They don't see it as thoughts. I don't know what you're seeing it as, but it's only thoughts. Is the way you're perceiving things. So you think that whatever this situation is has you down, or you think that whatever the situation is has you unable to get up from where you are now. But these thoughts are only an illusion, because if you just move forward or move backward, either way, like you feel like you're stuck in this moment, you feel like you're stuck. But if you move backwards and you open your eyes, you can see this wall. This could have been avoided, right? And what I feel like it's saying is, if you look back in the past to whatever situation or whatever person that caused you some type of heartache, some type of disappointment, some type of pain, and you look back at the patterns of your relationship with that person, or you look back at the patterns of your relationship with that situation, you can see how you could have avoided the whole situation, period. Right? You could have acted differently or made a different decision and not even had to dealt with the whole situation. You could have paid attention to your vibes from this person, or paid attention to your vibes from this situation, and listen to yourself, and you would have saw that something ain't right. Something don't feel right with this. But if you would have been paying attention, you would have saw that and you would have been able to avoid it. But now that you're in a situation, it's saying that you're still not stuck. You're still not stuck. You can get yourself out of this. Pick your head up and pay attention. Pay attention to the signs that are coming to you. Pay attention to your feelings, the way your body feels, the way your that gut feeling. Like just your body is like an antenna letting you know things that could happen. But sometimes when we're so stuck in our head, we're so focused on all the negative things or things that we perceive to be negative that surround us, we can't clearly see a way forward. This is when you have to ground yourself. You have to focus. You have to look at it from a bigger picture. Look at all aspects of it. Look back to see what you did or how you acted or how you reacted that could have caused the situation to go this way. Look back and see how the other person reacted and how you could have counteracted in a different way. Like you have to look at all aspects of it. But moving forward, you can't stay stuck in these negative thoughts. You can't stay stuck thinking about the regrets, the pain, or the woulda, shoulda, couldas, because you can't change what's in the past. All you can do is change how you act or react to things differently in the future. That's what this leveling up is, because a lot of us are repeating the same cycles with the same situations. A lot of us are repeating the same cycles with the same people. And it's time for you to grow the fuck up, basically. It's like you're not a little kid anymore. Okay? The universe isn't gonna keep well, I'm not gonna say the universe isn't gonna keep like it's saying to you you're gonna keep on experiencing these same things if you keep on feeding into it the way that you do. This is a card I pulled in a why position. Like, why am I having this dream? And it's the Six of Cups in reverse. The way I see it is I'm having this dream because it's like a part of me is looking back to see what I left behind, right? Because a lot of us may feel like we haven't gotten as far as we would like to be in life or on this physical plane, right? Or we haven't gotten, like, we're not where we want to be in life. But this card here is saying, look back at the old you. Look back at the old you. Look back at, and even if it's a person that you may be feeling some kind of way about because that person is no longer in your life, like look back at how you were with them. A lot of us used to be, I know I was, it's like I was always needed or felt like I needed to have someone else with me, or I wanted someone else to love me, or I sought attention from others, or I sought love from others. But because I was seeking that love so strongly from other people, and to the point where they would hurt me and I would let them back in my life, they would hurt me and I would let them back in my life, regardless of who it is. I don't care if it's your parents, if it's your siblings, if it's a friend, if it's an associate, whatever. Like, you have these people. This is how the card was. Okay? You're looking back at this. You have this is the old you. Thirsty for love, thirsty for attention, thirsty for fulfillment, especially after getting your heart broken, after being disappointed, after regret, all these painful situations piercing into you that just left you thirsty, or all these people that hurt you and just left you thirsty for love. But now you're walking away from this and walking more into this state of being. This is how I am now. I'm at peace. Okay? And this is what either you're leveling up to or what you have leveled up to. A lot of us have gotten to the point where, or need to get to the point where, You stop allowing outside situations or outside sources to fuck up your peace, to mess up your peace of mind. Okay? No one can break your peace unless you allow them to. They can throw daggers at you with their words. They can act out, they can speak out and do whatever they want to do, but you choose how you react to that. You choose if you're going to allow that into your cipher or if you're going to just block it out and ignore it. Because you can't control how other people act. You can't control what other people do. All you can do is control you. You can't make somebody love you. You can't make somebody want to spend time with you. You can't make someone provide for you. You can't make someone spend time with you. Like, you can't make anything outside of yourself. You can only create within yourself. Once you create within yourself, once you're at peace within yourself, then you can things begin to, your outer world begins to be at peace also. So, like, when you might have these people in your life, or had people in your life that, like I said, they always come in with drama. They always come in with some type of problems, and they try to bring their problems into your life or bring their drama into your life. But the more you keep accepting these people into your life, the more the universe is going to say, okay, well, she likes drama, or he likes drama. He likes chaos. So I'm going to keep bringing more of that to you. But when you create that peace within yourself and create that, like, he looked like he in his own world, like his own little bubble, like, can't nothing bother him. When you create that peace within yourself and you don't allow anything to come in and break your peace of mind, shit happens differently. Okay? You start to shifting into a more peaceful state of being on a earthly plane in the 3D, right? Because all these swords cards that I have, that's all mental. That's all the ethers. That's all, like, your mind is your heaven, basically, right? It's your heaven or your hell. Whatever you create, whatever you allow in your head, whatever you think about the most, it can create. That's what it creates in the physical. So if you don't let other people's shit get into your mind, if you don't let other people's drama get into your mind and get into your thoughts constantly, like, you create a peaceful state of mind, therefore you create a peaceful world around you. Um Now, this, for the advice, because this was what the Three of Swords was. What does this dream have to tell me? And this is a person that has been hurt, but the rain represents a healing from that. You're healing from this hurt. You're healing from these regrets. You're healing from this pain and moving into a more peaceful state of mind. For advice, I got the Five of Swords in reverse. And when I look at this card, I see someone looking back at some thirsty ass people, right? This person got a cup in his hand, holding it up thirsty, waiting for somebody to pour something in that cup. This person hit by the river, trying to get some water from the river. They thirsty, right? They've put what they know, the knowledge. The swords represent your knowledge. They represent your thoughts. They represent your perceptions. They've put that down to seek things outside of themselves. This person here is seeking fulfillment from the ethers. This person here is seeking fulfillment from his emotions. This person here has his swords, and he's looking back at them like what y'all waiting on to move forward. These persons are in a stalemate position. There's no movement. There's no movement. There's just that thirst for knowledge, or that thirst for emotional fulfillment, that thirst for everything that's outside of them. But this person here is like, okay, I have what I need. I'm moving forward. Y'all coming? If y'all ain't coming, oh damn well. So I feel like that card is saying that You think you haven't come so far in life, but when you look back at how you were, because this could also be him looking back at his past selves. You can look back at how you were, or look back at the people that you left behind, and see that they still have that drama in their life. They still have that chaos going on. They still got whatever hurt and pain they going through. They still got the shit that they're dealing with, and there's no movement. Like they're still there with the same shit that they've been going through. But now that you know, now that you see the patterns, now that you see what you've left behind, move forward. Take what you have learned. Take the lessons you've learned. Take the knowledge you've gained and move forward. Move forward into what we have. The high priest, the Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant is all about values. It's all about traditions. It's about religious factors. But mostly it's about, because what stands out to me is the unks on here. And the unks to me are keys to, is the key to life, right? And you have that key. You have those keys because the key to life is all about knowing how to maneuver in this world, knowing how to react to certain things, knowing how to uh, move forward. The Hierophant in reverse is saying you've learned your lessons, okay? You've learned it. Now it's time to move forward with what you have learned. It's time to apply what you have learned. It's time to share what you have learned. And by being reversed, how you do this, how you share, how you move forward, how you apply, it's all up to you. You don't have to do it like somebody else is doing it. You don't have to live your life like someone else is living their life. You don't have to present yourself like someone else is presenting yourself. You don't have to be like anyone but yourself. Okay, your life doesn't have to be like anyone else's life. A lot of times we mess up because we compare ourselves to other people. We compare ourselves, our situations, to other people's situations. We compare our growth to other people's growth. I know I was on the phone with a friend of mine, and she was saying how she's looking back at some people she was friends with in high school, and looking at how they are now, and like, we're the same age and they're on this level and I'm here. It's fine when you can use that as motivation, saying, okay, well, they're doing this, so now I know I can do it too. If they're doing it, I can do it too. It's fine to use it as motivation, but don't compare yourself to other people, because you don't know what lessons those people had to go through. Everyone is on a different level in life. So they could have been, everyone is on a different level spiritually also. They might have dealt with whatever karmic situations they needed to deal with in an earlier stage in life. Or their reason for being, or their how do I want to say it? Their purpose might be different from ours. Because of our purpose here on this earth, we may have had to go through more hurtful situations or more challenges to get us to where we are now. So, so don't compare yourself to anyone else. You've learned what you've learned, and you may have learned some things that they don't know. The challenges and stuff that we've gone through, they might go through something similar in the future and not know how to maneuver through those challenges. But we do, because we went through it early on, and you can help those people. And whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, if you're trying to get on their level with certain things, reach out to them and ask them, to share with you. They may be willing to share how they came up or how they got to that point. But never compare yourself and compare your growth and compare your life to anybody else's, because whatever you're going through or whatever you had to go through or whatever you have to go through, they didn't have to go through that. That wasn't their lessons for this life. It was yours. Everyone is in a different class. So everyone has different lessons. Everyone has different tests. Everyone makes different decisions. You can look at it that way. You know, the decisions you've made got you to where it is, to where you are now. It's not a test. It's a test. It's lessons in life, because it's a school. We learn. We're here to learn, and we're here to share. That's it. We're here to learn. We're here to share. Our purpose for being here is not to be in a certain career. I don't feel like it's just to be in a certain group or be in a certain religion or whatever. It's just to learn. We're here to learn and to share, but to do it in our own way. That's the part that we have control over, how we do it, how we share it. Okay. The other card that I pulled from the numerology deck is moderation, and it says, which is another. Notice that I have 2 5 cards: the Five of Swords and the Hierophant, 5 2. So that's all about changes. It's about going through a period of being uncomfortable, a period of chaos, in order to come out from that and move into a more peaceful state of mind, a more successful state of mind. Because you can say, oh, I had all this going on in my life and here I am now, look where I am now. Or you can say, oh, I had all that going on in my life and look where I am now, happy, I'm peaceful. Everything ain't how everything may not be how you want it to be, but because you're in a peaceful, because of all the challenges, all the heartache, all the pain, all the disappointments, and you're still at peace within yourself and still at peace within your life, and you're still here, you're still breathing, you're still healthy. That's a lot to be grateful for. That's a lot to be proud of yourself for. Be proud of how far you have come. Be proud of who you are. And when those challenges, or if those challenges, or if that drama, if that chaos or whatever comes up again, now you know how to maneuver. Now you know, okay, I'm gonna either dodge this shit and not even deal with it, or I'm gonna go ahead first and deal with it in a different way. Okay? But moderation says, I feel like it's saying, like I just said, a lot of us think that we haven't accomplished much in life, but on a mental and an emotional level, on a mental and an emotional level, we have, like, it may not be physically tangible things. We may not have accumulated a lot of money, or you may not have accumulated a lot of luxury or whatever, but as far as your knowledge of self, your knowledge of others, your knowledge period, the way you perceive things, how you allow your emotions to control how you act, like those different things on the emotional and on a mental level, you have leveled up. Okay, look at it that way. Yes, you have leveled up. You've mastered the thoughts, you've mastered your emotions. Now you're going to utilize your thoughts and your emotions to master the physical. Okay, so a lot of us had to evolve on an emotional and spirit and mental, on an emotional, a mental, and a spiritual level before we can master the physical. But that's how you manifest. That is how you manifest. Like your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, all that create physical manifestations. So when you've learned how to control your thoughts, when you've learned how to control your emotions, you can more better manifest something in the physical. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but just to look up ways to manifest and stuff like that, they're gonna tell you'll see, like, you have to control your thoughts, you have to control as best as you can. You have to be in order for you to manifest, you have to be in a peaceful state of mind, because if you constantly got negative thoughts coming in, that's what what you're gonna manifest, negative situations. You got to be on a higher vibration. Um, Also, this card is saying to um, honor your commitments. Honor your commitments to yourself, and if you so that you don't it's so that you don't accumulate any more negative karma. So if you don't create negative situations for other people or create negative situations for yourself, you're not going to have to deal with that negative in the future. So if you say you're going to do something for somebody, do it. If you say you're not going to deal with this person no more, don't. If you say you're not going to allow this situation in your life no more, don't. If you say you're going to do this for yourself, do it. Like whatever you say, what you're going, I mean, do what you're going, what you say. Do what you say you're going to do, basically. Do what you say you're going to do, but all in moderation too. It says, with temperance and moderation, I create balance in my life. So when you temper yourself, when you don't act out of aggression, when you don't act out of frustration, you calm yourself, you bring yourself into a peaceful state of mind, and do what you can one step at a time. Don't put too much on yourself. Because sometimes when we try to do too much, or we put too much on ourselves, or we deal with too much at one time, it can cause confusion for us. And we don't know how to move forward. We don't know how to act. We don't know how to react. So we just allow our feelings to float. So we feel mad at that time and we just let it out. You know, that's the type of vibrations you're putting out. Try to bring peace to that situation. If you're feeling angry, instead of just lashing out, just breathe through it, go by yourself, take some deep breaths, and think about, okay, why am I mad? I'm mad because such and such did this. Okay, so why am I mad that this person did this? Because it made me feel this type of way. Okay, so what can I do about this? I can't make them undo it. I can't make them do something differently. You can let them know in a calm way, like how you feel about it, and either they're gonna understand or they don't. If they don't, you can choose to continue to deal with that person or that situation, or you can choose to walk away. Okay, so I just wanted to share that message with you guys because I know I'm seeing a lot online and a lot on social media and stuff like that with people going through different challenges, and a lot of people are blaming it on Mercury retrograde and blaming it on this, blaming it on that. Ain't nothing to blame but you, because the way your life is right now is all based on the choices you've made and how you choose to react to certain situations and to certain people. So now you know, when you look back and you see how you reacted, how you could have reacted differently, how you allowed yourself to get out of your element, or how you allow other people to pull you out of your element. Now you see this, so when you move forward and you come to the same situation, because like I said, Mercury retrograde brings up old situations that we didn't deal with. When you have to deal with it again, now deal with it in a different manner. Okay? That's all I have for you guys. I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.